We are Legion.
What's up, comic fam, and happy new DC Day. It's Tuesday. That means it's the first half of the two-day event known as New Comic Book Day. So we're going to be looking at a few of the books that dropped this week. But before we do that, check this out. Big thank you to Big Time Collectibles, the channel sponsor. So if you're in the market for any retailer exclusives or FOC orders you need to place, be sure to check out BigTimeCollectibles.com. You can also follow them on Instagram and Facebook. They're dropping amazing heat left and right, so be sure to check them out. Don't miss out on any of the awesomeness that they've got for you. And if you're looking to get anything cleaned or pressed, hit up Justin's Comics over on Instagram. He can definitely take care of you for as little as $10 a book. He can submit directly to CGC or CBCS for you. Do not forget to use that promo code We Are Legion and take advantage of that buy two get one free special offer we have running. So yeah, definitely hit him up, man. He just worked on a few of my books. They're on their way to CGC right now. Good stuff happening, and definitely check out Big Time Collectibles. They're about to be dropping some more themed boxes. I think they're doing a Pichomoko box coming up, but definitely some awesome stuff. So some of y'all might notice because there were some comments in here earlier from Ruben there. What's up? And Nick was all up in there. But yeah, we're going a little late today. It's been the last day off before the crazy run at work. And yeah, just get on when I can. So it was wild. So the wife and Finn ran to go get some pictures that we have ordered, printed, and we're about to be doing arts and crafts time. We're giving arts and craft gifts out to a lot of the family this year, which is always fun, but it's a huge mess, but it's a blast. So apologize for being a little late. What's going on, Wheelchair Superhero 87, Southern Comic Geek? What's going on, Eli? Happy holidays to you too, Iggy. What's going on, John? I think you just had a birthday, didn't you? What is up, Trav? But yeah, it's day one of the two-day event, New Comic Book Day. So for me, and in my little area of the world, they release DC Comics on Tuesday. So I try to snag my books, which I was able to swing in and out of there on our adventures today and grab them. It's a small week, but I managed to read most of what I picked up already this morning digitally, and it was pretty decent. So let's kick it off with Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow number 8. It's an awesome cover. I got Comet kicking it on the cover there. So Tom King and forget the name, but the artist is amazing. There's something Everly. I think it's like Beline or something. It's a word that's hard to say. I'm great at butchering names, so I'm not going to give it a shot. But something Everly with Tom King's writing, just that classic, almost feels like a Western revenge story, almost like True Grit. But yeah, number 6 of 8. So we're getting toward the end of that one. It's been an absolute blast, and Tom King has been crushing it with the Maxi series this past year, and this one he kind of changed up his format, which is a breath of fresh air. Yes, sir. I'm an old man now. Yeah, that you probably are. What are you, like 36 or 37? Speaking of Nikki 9.5, where's the Dick Thirst slab cover? Oh yeah, I can put that out now. Yes, and I see you mentioned you see the Spawn 1 over there. So the video that comes out tomorrow is the comic close-up for Spawn number 1, which I just got done filming yesterday, day before. I don't know. My days are blurring together at this point. But yeah, let's put that slab where it goes. So as y'all know, there's been that act of revenge that Nikki 9.5 sent me with the infamous Thirst Trap cover, and it's signed and remarked and crotch snatched by none other than Nikki 9.5 himself. So it's DC Day. This is DC. We need to get this up here. In its proper place there. Wait. There we go. Boom. There we go. Everything's well in the world now. Is that better, Iggy? Good stuff. Got some plans for Nick. Been shopping for that guy today. Next up, also from Tom King, we've got Batman Catwoman issue number 9, I think. Yeah, issue number 9. So this is Tom King as well. This one is the Liam Sharp artwork on the inside. So Liam Sharp did issues 7, 8, and 9. He's like a temporary guest artist on the inside. Clay Mann is your normal artist for the inside. And this was a great issue. I've been enjoying this series. It's weird how it's being told. This is like another one is kind of like just weird Tom King stuff, but he does it really beautifully. Like every issue, not necessarily like has like this fluid ongoing story like 1 through 9, but each issue is kind of exploring a different kind of facet or reason or angle to the relationship of Batman and Catwoman. And it's definitely one of those classic multi-layered stories where there's like 3 different timelines going at once, where they kind of give you the same example being shown in all 3 different timelines. And it was a good issue. I'm looking forward to breaking that one down Sunday with new guy Ryan, as he's been enjoying that series a lot as well. But this one kind of like talks about like when you're in love, how much you forgive people, like whether it's like a romantic love or the way that you love a brother, but the way you put up with so much stuff that you normally wouldn't with anybody else. And it even kind of touches on like Alfred's love for Bruce as like a father-son relationship and how he puts up with so much with him. It was really cool. But next up from Joshua Williamson, and this is a banger, and it's Justice League Incarnate number 2. This was a phenomenal read. I've been absolutely loving the Infinite Frontier stuff that they have going on. The story just keeps getting bigger. This is written like a straight up like summer scale event. So the Justice League Incarnate team, as per that last issue, is kind of just multiverse hopping, trying to stay on the heels of that Final Form Darkseid and get ahead of the destruction that he's causing. But as you can tell from the cover, we've got Super Demon right there, front and center on the cover. So their journey takes them to Earth 13, where it's like everything's kind of magic based. I think the Justice League Dark kind of spread into an entire world where everything is magic based and completely turned upside down. It's really cool. We also can expect some dark multiverse stuff to be popping back up and the who's and whys of that. And there's kind of a catch to that. That's not a spoiler. There's kind of a catch to that. But when I turned the page and saw the reveal, my arms went up. I'm like, what is happening here? It was absolutely wicked. What is going on, Stephen C? First of all, great job sharing that sheet, Mark. Second, who's picking up that Fire Usagi variant? I am. So, yeah, I'll talk about that here in a minute then, since you brought it up. We're here for a minute. So John Chang posted today that he's doing an issue number 1 exclusive for Usagi Yojimbo, and it's a mini-series. I forget the subtitle of it, but it is not his normal style. So between that Stray Dogs drop he did and this one, he's really flexing how versatile of an artist he is. So it's just a straight white cover with black, looks like paintbrush strokes on it, but it was wicked. I'm definitely picking it up. I think it goes on sale live at 9 p.m. Eastern time with Frankie's Comics, and it's shared with 1 or 2 other smaller stores, but either way, I'll be getting mine from Frankie's Comics. That means I'll order it, and it'll be here about this time next year. But it shows up nonetheless, so if you're planning on buying and flipping comics, do not do it through Frankie's. They take a long time. And lastly, this is the hot pick of the week for the Comic Vet, which was going to be my hot pick, but he beat me to it. And that's Batman One Dark Knight, written and illustrated by the ever famous artist Jock. So he's mostly known for that Batman cover where it's like the Joker smiling and the whole image is made out of a bunch of little bats that are flying off. So I was expecting like some really wicked cool stuff from this, right? Well, I read it early this morning and I wasn't blown away. The story was meh. There's like three really good panels like that throughout the whole thing, and I don't know, man. I just was expecting a lot more. I got to tell you, I read it digital and I went back and flipped through it once I got it in hand. And having this prestige format size does it a lot of favors. Like having this bigger format really gives the artwork room to breathe in this one and kind of more to appreciate. But yeah, I'm still going to pick up issue two. I'm still looking forward to issue two. Was just hoping to see more tricks by this artist. If you're like, this is the first time I think I know of him writing something or doing interiors. So it's kind of like getting one of those rare moments when you get a cover artist working on the interiors of a book. So maybe it'll get better. Like the story's still just kind of like baseline right now. The whole concept is Batman moving a criminal through Gotham where the power has gone out and all the gangs in the city are out to get that prisoner. So it's kind of like this like run all night style thing where it's just go go go. And I'm expecting that part to be good. I think it's only going to be 3 issues, and book one was literally just a setup for the premise of the book. It kind of took it a minute to get to its shtick, and I think that shtick is, if done well, is going to be what really saves it. What about Catwoman Lonely City by Chang? I did not pick up issue one, which would be the first, other than the Birds of Prey one they did a long time ago, like at the beginning of the year. It'd be the first Black Label Prestige format book I have not picked up. But I didn't get Lonely City. Heard it was really good. Just the week issue one dropped, it just wasn't in the wheelhouse. There's a huge pool that I had for that week. Like next week, I have like, I think 13 DC books alone, which DC is doing a phenomenal job of dropping a bunch of heat on that final week before the new year. So just one that I passed on. I don't know. We got Burke Family 54 up in here. What is happening? Happy DC Day to you. Other books that I read this week. Let's see. We had what was it? Nightwing came out. I did read Nightwing already. I will be reading Venom 3. House of Slaughter. I dropped that title. I'm just so sick of it. Radiant Black. No, thank you. I dropped the Spawns off my list for now. I just wasn't keeping up with them. And see, Robins 2 comes out. That's that digital first one that you can read on the DC Universe Infinite app. So Lonely City number 2 comes out this week, Iggy. So I might go back and grab that issue 1. See, I feel super bad for not grabbing it now because they really enjoyed it. It's kind of outside of continuity. It's its own thing. See that Hawkeye Kate Bishop number 2 is coming out. That's not one that I'm picking up. A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. That's on the list. That was a good read. This third issue was pretty wicked. Eat the Rich number 5. So I've been reading Eat the Rich 1 through 4. And from issue 1, I was saying that I'm just not feeling this series. It's kind of trash. It's kind of just generic garbage. And so I'm thinking I'm going to do a personal boycott of issue 5. It's the final issue of the series, and I'm not going to read it. That'll be the first time I don't finish out something like that, but it doesn't deserve it. I'd rather just hear someone else tell me how stupid it was instead of me wasting my time to come to the same conclusion. Nubia number 3 dropped today, and that's a gorgeous cover, as well as Batman versus Bigby at Wolf and Gotham number 4. So that's one that's a Black Label crossover with Willingham's Fables, and I'm currently reading through Fables. It is taking me some time. I'm getting them in trade paperbacks and just keeping them by the bed, and when I have that extra moment, I knock an issue out. So I'm almost through volume 2, and I'm wanting to get well into Fables to the point that it kind of does the big reveals. I haven't had anything spoiled, and I know that the main protagonist, called the Adversary, is the big reveal in it, who that person is, and it's not revealed for me, and it hasn't been spoiled. I haven't looked it up, so I want to get to that point before I branch out into any tie-ins or later year stuff. I don't want it to get ruined. Oh, don't get me started on Righteous Thirst for Vengeance Park. I would love to, man. That book is great. It's really good. I don't know if you read issue 3 yet, but it's probably my favorite issue yet. So many twists, so many reveals, if you will, and it adds so many questions at the same time. So they're actually building up the world really heavily in the issue from this week. What is going on, Tyler? How are you doing today? Oh, that's a hell of a reveal on Fables, man. I know everyone that I've talked to that's read it says the same thing, and they all equally say that they're excited that it hasn't been spoiled for me yet. So, like I said, I'm on the second volume now. When they're on the animal farm, the whole group of fables that can't pass as human that are on the animal farm up north in the upstate, and they're dealing with that and the little minor uprising from the ones that want bigger, want to live life somewhere else and want to go back to their homes. But I've already got the next volume. Just when I start one volume, I go ahead and grab the next one just in case I burn through it. But yeah, good stuff. What is going on, Remy Q Studios? Flo Dameron, what's happening? What's happening? Also, Eat the Rich Five. Better start some murder, dude. I'm done with that book. I just not giving it the time of day. So let's kick it back over here. See what else we got this week. So Wasteland Hawkeye is number 1. I'm not familiar with this one, but I'm probably going to pass on it. I would love to read a good Hawkeye story, but I don't think this is the one that's going to get me to try it out. I did add Ghost Rider to my list, where Kale New is doing the main covers for an upcoming Ghost Rider series, and I love me some Ghost Rider. I had the last one that I picked up was that Return of Vengeance one shot. I really enjoyed it. So hopefully we get a decent Ghost Rider story. I'll be able to stay on for a little while. And what's the other one that I was getting ready to add? Oh, that new Punisher series that everybody's flipping their lids over on social media yesterday, where they showed that Punisher is getting a new limited series by Jason Aaron's, which that part doesn't excite me. The artwork looked heavily digital, but pretty cool. And you saw it where he had a different logo on his chest. So the cover A for the new series has his regular Punisher logo, but they showed you some interior pages for it. And in the interior pages, you see where it has like a skeleton with horns and tusks. But ain't nobody talking about the fact that he's got like katanas hanging on his belt instead of guns and he's walking around with ninjas. So is it just possible? Is it possible that the logo that they're showing is just bait for people, that Marvel's just trolling you? They knew that people would flip their lid and start promoting the hell out of their book for them. Marvel done did this. Like, I'm not an apologist for Marvel. They do stupid stuff all the time. They go to the extreme with agenda crap. They placate to woke like ideology, but still like they're doing a ninja story with Punisher walking around with swords on his thing and he has a weird logo. I think it has to do like the hand or something. And on the main cover, he's wearing his regular outfit. So who knows? Who knows? I don't think it'd be a good idea to permanently change his logo to that. I think it looks stupid. But if it's just for this story and it's written in to make sense, then it makes sense. What's up, aggressively relaxing? Do 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 do. Did I miss somebody? Sup, Flo, Jerry, Tyler, Iggy, relaxing. Yep. Go back to it. Let's see. Suicide Squad, King Shark, number 4 of 6. So that's also a digital first one for the DC Universe Infinite app. So I'm probably gonna. I read the first 2 of them. It was pretty funny. It was quirky. It was goofy. It's not great, but it was enjoyable. So I'll probably just go and binge read that all now that it should all be available on there, all 6 issues. So we'll see. King Conan pass, Miss Marvel hard pass, Phoenix Song Echo hard pass, Refrigerator Full of Heads. I haven't been reading that, but DC's been doing a lot of horror stuff lately. That Texas Blood, Deep Beyond, Sonic the Hedgehog, Chicken Devil 3. There's another one I'll be reading. I've been loving that. That second issue ended up going pretty much just as hard as that first issue did. That first issue was really wild in the fact that they kind of committed to a lot of things that you wouldn't expect them to do. Like the dude's whole family gets slaughtered by the Russian mob. And in the second issue, his friend who's like his only little lifeline left back to any kind of sense of this new world that he's been thrown into. He gets mowed down. He just gets gunned down. So our main character's left holding the bag of money, literally not knowing what to do, standing there in a chicken suit. It was wild. Wonder Woman Evolution #2 drops this week. I did not pick up #1. I'm waiting to hear more about that because for me, the last time I really kept up with Diana was during Death Metal when she went like full cosmic deity level and spoke face to face with the Hand of Creation, which was wicked. So I know Travis is excited. We got Transformers Beast Wars #11 this week. I'm excited for the new live action movie. They're leaning into the Beast Wars stuff for that. And I'm definitely one. I know I'm crazy for this, but I love the Transformers movies. I love the Michael Bay series for them. And for me, like I never really watched the original cartoon. Definitely familiar with it, but I grew up with Beast Wars and then, the Michael Bay stuff, and I enjoy that stuff. Let's see what else we got. Dude, Odin's Eye #2. Raven, Scooby-Doo, Harbinger. Oh snap! I forgot. I don't think my shop had a DC Connect this week, or I definitely would have got it. But I see they're advertising Dan Mora's World's Finest that's coming out. Mark Waid will be writing it. I'm definitely on board for that series when it gets here. So if that's in the DC Connect, that should be coming out in March, I think. I guess. Does that sound right? Yeah, overall, it seems to be a pretty small week comparative to what's coming next week for sure. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm looking at for me. But yeah, next week's going to be huge. I think, like I said, I found like 13 titles on my pool, maybe 14, 12, something like that. But that's pretty much all I got for today, man. That's going to be it. I got like one book left to read, and then we're about to be doing Christmas crafts. We're about to be painting, hand and feet painting with the kids. So that's going to be fun. We tend to do that every year to give to some relatives that actually enjoy that kind of stuff. So I'm about to hop off here and clean up and get ready to make a mess. So I appreciate everybody hopping on. I want to give a big thank you to all the channel members. Appreciate all of you guys. And if you want to consider joining the channel, just look down below next to where it says subscribe. There should be a little blue button that says join. Hit that bad boy. And you can see the options to become a channel member and get access to the custom emojis and the loyalty badges. And if you join that higher tier, you get entered for the monthly Legion loot box, where your name goes in a drawing to win a big box of comics sponsored by Big Time Collectibles that I also add some stuff to increase the value of as well. And thanks for reading. Thanks for reading so fast and sharing with us, Marky Poo. Absolutely. Be sure to come back every Sunday at 9 p.m. for Out Week Sin, the spoiler-filled live stream show that I do. And until next time, guys, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.